Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Apple report for Thursday, March 30th, 2023. Before I jump into all the charts like this one, please click like if you would. It helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. You'll be provided notification each and every time new content has been uploaded. That includes the daily Apple and daily Tesla report and occasional stock picks. On Tuesday, we put out a stock pick on AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. You may have a look at that. Also, check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full assortment of daily and weekly video analysis, including daily triple Q, daily SPY report. We also do two individual stock picks every week that you never see on YouTube. We also analyze the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, on a week-by-week basis, all for a very reasonable subscription price. If you don't like it after you've gone through the payment gateway and checked everything out for a few days, we offer a 5-day money-back guarantee. All your money back within 5 days. Just shoot us an email, and we're happy to refund. So here we are. We tested in early January. Long-term support was targeted actually at that point from October in the low to mid 120s. This area able to contain quarterly, possibly annual selling pressures. And following the testing of this lower area, we were mentioning how this 169.36 channel top should be considered in reach by some point in 23. About a month later, we saw an acceleration of that within 3 to 5 months. So we're a couple of months into this secondary buy signal above the 138.21 channel top, still anticipating 171.92 as an overall longer term objective. Let's take a look at the daily chart, and you can see how, well, yesterday for the first time we did close above that 160.49 5/8 Fibonacci level, which is AB, the all-time high from late 21 against B, the January low. We also for the second time closed above the speed line at 158.60. I think having closed above 160.49 may well be our upward trigger now as we move into April trade. I do think that this 171.92 area is likely to be reached. I think 2 to 3 weeks is certainly possible. If you take a look at what happened over the last 2 or 3 weeks, just another one of those, and we are in the low 170s. So on the way up today, let's take a look. Maybe I can show. Yeah, I've got 159.40, just a minor level, but it's 160.49. That long-term Fibonacci is our three-star support. On the way up, I don't have it shown, but the move high from about a week ago was 162.14. We could double top there for part of the day, maybe the day itself, but I think this market wants to run now. We settled above this descending channel top. We gapped back above the 158.60 level. We also gapped back above the low of the high. Now, if you recall on Tuesday, I'd mentioned how I was a little suspicious of this settlement just below 157.81. It deserved another day, and lo and behold, we gap above all of that. So I think that this is a indication this market is likely to move higher now, is ready to move higher over the next 2 or 3 weeks into the low 170s, where the market faces significant overhead resistance that can contain quarterly, quite possibly annual buying pressures. On the way up today, I don't expect to see this. It is a session containment level. You might even upgrade this, if you will, to a 2 or 3 star resistance. I may actually do that over the next few days because it is pulling away from the market, and it is the next pretty classic rising channel top. 162.14 in reach. That is the high from a week ago. If we push through it, we could, by the closing bell, reach that 166.07. And I will say that it can contain daily buying pressures, quite possibly through the rest of the week. We may fall off from here back into the upper 150s, low 160s again within 3 to 5 days of testing 166.07. If we were, though, to close above 166.07, and I think that is a long shot today, but if over the next 3 to 5 days we do, we're just another 3 to 5 days from actually reaching what I'm calling now a 2 to 3 week objective at 171.92. Let's take a look at the downside. Again, I'm trying to find the right. Well, this is a good one here. 158.60, 160.49. Descending long-term, descending two-thirds speed line, and the Fibonacci level that we closed above on Wednesday for the very first time following the January low. And so I'm saying that the bullish continuation to 171.92 is likely now over the next several weeks. Now, if we close back below 158.60, I think after everything that has played out, I do think, and I'm going to ignore this 157.81. It is still a level. It's a minor point only. I think if we close back below 158.60, that would close, not to close the gap, but it would break below Wednesday's low. I just think that if we close below 158.60, this market has seen a good high for the week, and we should, over the next 3 to 5 days, continue south into this 152.31 to 153.63 area, which is a base of trend defining longer term support, able to contain selling through April. And in fact, holding above 152.31, this long term speed line, if you've been watching the Apple report for more than a month, you know that a similar speed line beautifully held these lows in March a few weeks ago. But it's 152.31 that is our backstop through April. We can fall back, close below 158.60. That's why I only have as a weekly support level. And within 3 to 5 days, fall into the 152.31 to 153.63 area, where we could bottom out through April. And above 152.31, I actually do show it here. Holding above this speed line, we'll keep 171.92 in reach by the end of April. As it turns out, I think Wednesday's close above 160.49 may well reach this 171.92 over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, what to do? Options traders, having closed above 160.49, you can begin scouting out 170, 171 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a month. That is one play. I don't really think that longer term option traders on the downside should be making any trades. This is my opinion, unless we close below 152.31. Now, I just mentioned how if we close back below 158.60, that is a sell signal, but only for the next 3 to 5 days down to 152.31. And if we dip into the 152.31 area over the next few days, you can once again scout out 170 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a couple months. But it would be a settlement below 152.31 that you should liquidate those out of the money calls, in my opinion, and then reach perhaps for 135, 138 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a month or two, because I think this area would then be in reach perhaps if we were to close back below 152.31. Now, there are other things coming up, rising two-thirds speed lines, and there's an adjustment process. Always light on my feet here when it comes to these speed line studies, and we'll just see if we really do anticipate 138.21. There's a rising two-thirds speed line that is also coming up, and that would be the objective below 152.31. But as it turns out, it actually coincides with this area right now, but it is rising on a gradual basis. All right. So, is there anything else to say? I will mention for day trading once again, pushing or opening above, sorry, we should open above 160.49. I mean, actually, let me take that back. We closed at 160.77. Assuming we open above 160.49, the buy signal from yesterday, from Wednesday, remains intact. 162.14 in easy reach. Hesitation there likely at that high. Beyond 162.14, 166.07 is attainable by the closing bell. So for day traders, you are long or going long at 160.49, anticipating at least 162.14. If we push through 162.14, you could hold out perhaps for 166.07 by the closing bell. Downside, if we close below 158.60, the 3 to 5 day swing trade shifts bearish to 152.31. But right now, the 3 to 5 day swing trade is bullish above 160.49, does not turn bearish unless we close below 158.60, holding above 160.49, 3 to 5 day target now at 166.07. I think I pretty much said everything for Thursday's Daily Apple Report. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow with Fridays. Please click like, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. You have a great evening.